Till now we have been listening from the lotus mouth of Niskinjana Maharaj about the glories of Harikatha. Really, Harikatha is very, very important. During the time of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Harikatha was only life and soul of all devotees. And if you read his magazines which were printed during his time, like in Delhi, Nadia Prakash and Gaudiya and Harmonist, all are mentioned in all magazines about glories of Harikatha. And now Madanagopala Prabhu knows that Maharaj, whose name is Bhakti Vaibhava Sagar Maharaj. Now who is in charge of Rudradip Gaudiya Math? He is staying in Rudradip. If you have performed the Navadip Parikrama, then you must have seen among 9 Dipas, one is called Rudradip. In Rudradip, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he installed one deity and he constructed one temple also there in Rudradip. But at that time when he installed the deity, it was on the bank of Ganga. But when Ganga was overflooded, then that temple also went to the Ganga due to flood. So after the flood, Bhakti Vaibhava Sagar Maharaj brought that deity which was installed by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Same deity is now present. But he was unable to stay in that temple anymore because that was overflowed by Ganga. So he transferred to little distance in one place. That deity is still now present because he constructed one new temple little distance from that original place. And in that temple now that deity is being worshipped by Bhakti Vaibhava Sagar Maharaj, who is disciple of Bhakti Vilasa Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, the former President Acharya of Chaitanya Math, the original Math, which was first established by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, whose name is Akar Mathrasi Chaitanya Math. So now he is authorized to take care of that Rudradipa Gaudiya Math. He is staying there. Madanagopala Prabhu was speaking today that he was sometime there, he was listening his Harikatha also. So once he was invited to our temple to Mayapur also. Because Vaishnava service sometime, one day we had Vaishnava service from all different Gaudiya Maths. And when he was giving a lecture during Gaur Punya festival time, I was also with Guru Maharaj in Mayapur. Niskinjana Maharaj was also there. But he was not present he was present or not present, he knows. He remember or not. But he was also with Guru Maharaj, we went together. But I was listening his Harikatha, that he told in his Harikatha how the Harikatha is powerful and how glorious Harikatha is. In his Harikatha he was speaking one day to Banu Maharaj, that Bhakti Vaibhava Sagar Maharaj, when he came newly, he was a new fight to the Math. At that time Banu Maharaj was old. He was a prominent disciple among many prominent disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Banu Maharaj was one of them. So when Bhakti Vaibhava Sagar Maharaj met to Banu Maharaj, he asked about his experience in Gaudiya Math. Because Banu Maharaj was very educated. He came from high family also. At that time in British ruling period in India, Banu Maharaj was the person and Acharya of Gaudiya Sampradaya and a prominent disciple of Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada, not after independence of India. When India was under control of British people, at that time he was. So at that time he was high qualified. That is why if you read his scriptures compiled by him, his English words are very bombastic. Very bombastic, not very easy to understand. Very bombastic word. Because in British ruling time, he was very high qualified. That is why Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada sent him first for preaching. Our A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came after him. But he was the first person and first disciple of Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada who was authorized to preach in West. Because he was very highly qualified in English. So he was highly qualified and he came from aristocratic family also, not ordinary, not a poor family. So this Bhakti Sagar Maharaj asked him one day, "Oh Maharaj, I know that, I don't know clearly, but I listened that you came from high family, aristocratic family, rich family, and you are highly qualified also. But when you came to Prabhupada, where you were staying?" Then Banu Maharaj told that when I came, at that time there were no more mutt. Only Chaitanya Mutt was there. And that was very new. No more money for prasad more. No more devotees also. Very new. We were very few disciples. And Prabhupada was there. And temple was not very opulent like now. At that time, no more bhiksha also. So Prabhupada was running that temple very in little problem, not a financial condition was good. So at that time we had no nice prasad. Because no more of bhiksha, no more devotee at that time. Then he asked, then what kind of prasad you were taking? Then Banu Maharaj told that at that time we were taking only Lakki Rasa. You know lau?
Yeah.
Lau. You tell what kind of vegetable in your language they can understand.
Podobanka bučka. Podobanka bučka sa mal večji také.
Yeah. So, lau, which was very fond of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Kholavacha Sridhara. Mahaprabhu was very fond of that lau. So, that vegetable is full of water. If you cook that, don't add water. If you add water, then it will float only. It will not cook immediately. Because the vegetable contains itself more water. So no need to add the water. If you add water, then vessel will become more. So that vegetable itself is full of water. But if you make rasa, then only more and more water, few vegetable piece they were getting for eating. And while they were eating that rasa, when one devotee or brahmachari or sannyasi who was distributing, when he was giving on the leaf, then it was going to the ground. Who was taking away with the pots, they were easy to drink or use peacefully. But who were taking on the leaf, all soup were going out to the ground from the leaf. So Banu Maharaj told this, that this was the condition. Because no more vegetable for purchasing, no more money. At that time only potato and this Lakki Rasa. Till now in West Bengal, especially in Bengal Gaudiya Math, you will find these rasas. Till now. And mostly in Gaudiya Math you will find rasa. Any kind of rasa. Without rasa, especially in Bengali Gaudiya Math, they cannot eat without rasa. If paneer rasa, if no paneer also, lau rasa or papita rasa, papaya rasa, any rasa. If no rasa also, they will prepare from besan, one like pakoda, and they will make rasa from that pakoda. That is called dhokla. You understand dhokla?
Yes.
Yeah, dhokla. Yes. So without rasa, they cannot eat it. They have a habit of taking more rasa. And after coming to our temple, because this Gaudiya, origin of Gaudiya Math is from West Bengal. So in all Gaudiya Math, they are habituated preparing rasa also. So every Gaudiya Math, they know rasa. Now very famous rasa is paneer rasa. But at that time, now all Gaudiya Maths are opulent. No scarcity like that time. So all are preparing now paneer rasa. But at that time only lau and potato, lucky or potato. So it was only full of water only. So Bhakti Vayo Sagar Maharaj asked to Ban Maharaj, "Oh Maharaj, you are taking this kind of prasad. Then I think it was a very problem for you. Why? Because you came from aristocratic family, you came from high class family, and you had a habit of eating very delicious, nutritious, and tasteful food. But when you were taking this only potato and lau or lucky, then how it was tolerable for you? Were you able to tolerate this, or you had some problem for eating this?" Then Ban Maharaj told, "Really it was very difficult for me also. Not easy to tolerate. Why? Because I had a habit of eating very nice food. Really what you told, that is true. And I was fond of very nice prasad also. But here there was no chance for eating more and a good prasad. Because no more money at that time." Then he told, "Then how you were tolerating this?" Then Ban Maharaj told, and because there was no chance to escape. Anyhow, my mind was thinking, sometime I was thinking to the home, how I was eating. But when I was eating this lucky and rasa, so sometime my mind was disturbed for eating. Then how you maintained your spiritual life till now? Then Ban Maharaj told, what problems were coming during taking prasad in daytime. When evening time, our Bhakti-Jan Saraswati Prabhupada was giving class in evening time. After listening Harikatha from his lotus mouth, I was forgetting about prasad. What problems about prasad I was forgetting, because Prabhupada's Harikatha was so powerful. By that power, I was forgetting to gratify the senses. And it was not difficult at all to control the senses, and no problem for prasad. I was forgetting that is nothing. That problem is not important. Because Prabhupada's Harikatha was so impressive, so powerful, and so much energy it was giving to me, that I was encouraged more and more, inspired more and more. So, single day I was not losing the class of Prabhupada. So, after listening again and again Prabhupada's Harikatha, I forgot my family, I forgot my food, etc. And I was thinking that food was nothing, that was only nonsense eating. No prasad. So this is all the lucky and a potato. After that I tried to realize, and experience came to me that this is prasad. So there was no problem for adjustment of this condition, because Prabhupada's Harikatha was giving me power to realize this. So Harikatha is very, very powerful. Harikatha is important. And one who is always listening Harikatha from lotus mouth of pure Vaishnavas, bona fide Vaishnavas, and chanting Harinam with their association, he will have no fall down. He cannot fall down. There is no chance for him to commit offense also. If one who is really listening Harikatha from bona fide Vaishnavas and pure Vaishnavas, who are not committing any offense. But if you associate with the offenders also, then you will commit offense. That is different. Because how careful you may be, how many rounds you are chanting, how severe your sadhana may be, if we will commit offense, it will bring us down immediately. That will not take a long time to bring our downfall. But if we will not commit any offense, if we listen Harikatha by the association of Vaishnavas and chant always Harinam and do their service according to our opportunity, then nobody will fall down. Always the devotional creeper will grow day by day, and he can relish the sweetness of devotion. So this will only give power, Harikatha. But one who has no Harikatha, no association, how many he may try, but he will not improve more. Without association of pure devotees, and without listening Harikatha from their lotus mouth, without the Sankirtana, because only alone, chanting is called kirtan. It cannot become sankirtan. One who is staying alone and doing kirtan, that will be only kirtan. It cannot be called as a sankirtan. So we should know what is the difference between kirtan and sankirtan. Our Jiva Goswami told, and Rupa Goswami they also told in the commentary and scripture, Bahubhir militva jat kirtanam tadeva sankirtanam. Bahubhir militva jat kirtanam tadeva sankirtanam. One who chanting alone, that is only kirtan. That cannot become sankirtan. Because bahubhir militva means when one is chanting alone loudly, that is kirtan. But when many devotees together they are chanting loudly, that will become sankirtan. So to make sankirtan, many devotees are needed. Without many devotees, more than one necessary, minimum two are necessary to make sankirtan. Otherwise it will become only kirtan. So sankirtan is more powerful than kirtan, because sankirtan will give the energy by the association of Vaishnavas. And some like before Niskrima speaking about how to become humble, because it is not easy to become humble. We know that we should become humble, and in Gaudiya Math especially, who does not know the verse Trunadapi Sunichena Tarapi Svaistuna Amanina Manandana Kirtina Sadahari? But how many we are finding to practice this actually? But orally, all are memorizing this. You will find even neophyte brahmachari is memorizing this word. Everyone will speak Trunadapi Sunija. But not easy if without any duplicity and hypocrisy, if we try to disclose our reality, then not easy to practice 100%. Because it is not easy to practice it 100%, you have to give up your everything, arrogance. Then how it is possible? But unless we practice 100% this verse, our bhajana will not be perfect, impossible. Because this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Danya daya anyamana pratishtha varjana chari gune guni hai karah kirtam. This is the translation of this verse. And Mahaprabhu also told, Trunadapi sunichena tararapi sahishtuna amanina manandana kirtane sadhari. Becoming the adopter of these four qualities. First we have to adopt these four qualities, then kirtanya. Then we should kirtan, chant. Then that chanting will be perfect. If we are unable to adopt these qualities, when by chanting day by day, if that chanting is free from offense, then we can get these qualities also. So this it has two types of meaning. Means one meaning is we should try to adopt these qualities and chant. Then chanting will be perfect. Otherwise, sometimes not easy to adopt these qualities, but continuous chanting will give these qualification to get these qualities. Why? There is one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, Jasyasti Bhakti Bhagavati Akinchana Sarvai Gunais Tatra Samasate Sudhaha Harava Bhaktasya Kuta Mahad Guna Manarathena Asati Dhavati Sahi. Means Jasya Bhagavati Akinchana Bhakti Asti. One who has unalloyed devotion, pure devotion toward the lotus feet of Krishna, then by the influence of that devotion, Sarvai Gunesh Tatra Samasatara, all the qualities among with demigods they will come and present inside the body of that devotee. So by devotion, all qualities will come, unless if we have known those qualities also. But that bhakti should be pure. By pure devotion, due to mercy of Bhakti Devi, all good qualities will come automatically. It is not a problem, not impossible, possible. But we should try to get these qualities to become meek and humble. And by devotion, all qualities will come. But a prominent devotion, prominent limb of devotion in the age of Kali is Harinam Sankirtan. So chanting Harinam, this is the most important limb in age of Kali. So by chanting these qualities will come also. But without adopting these prominent qualities, one cannot become perfect Vaishnava. So this is very important, to become meek and humble and to follow the Trunadapi Sunica verse. Our Guru Maharaj was speaking frequently this story about this Trunadapi verse, and I have listened from other Vaishnavas also, and I studied in one scripture also about this verse, that during Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada's time, one public man, he listened Harikatha from Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada or some of his disciples. Then after listening, he came to become devotee. Because he listened about glory of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, glory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, etc. So after listening this, he tried to become devotee. So he came to Chaitanya Math. So when he came to Chaitanya Math, at that time, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada told that first we have to become meek and humble. So he explained, Trunadapi Sunichena Tararopi Sahituna Amanina Manandena Kirtaniyo Sadahari. So when he explained this and he listened to this, that I have to become meek and humble, like Trunadapi Sunicha, means smaller than blades of a grass, and Tararopi Sahituna, more tolerant than a tree, and we should not expect respect from others, but we should pay respect to others accordingly, according to the position. So then he thought, how I can become smaller than blade of a grass? It is impossible for me. So there is a saying, Vaishnava haite bada chila sad, Trunadapi sunicha sloka padigela bad. Vaishnava haite bada chila sad. I had a long time desire to become Vaishnava. So I was so anxious and eager to become Vaishnava. But when I listened the Trunadapi Sunicha verse, then I lost my desire to become Vaishnava. Because it is, I think it is impossible to become the smaller than blade of a grass. How it is possible? I cannot become. So it is not easy. Because how they are saying, I am human being. I have a position, I have a family, I have a aristocratic family and qualification. So how I can become smaller than grass? No, I don't want this kind of religion. So it is not easy to give up the arrogance. And in this material world, all conditioned living entities are very, very arrogant. Not easy to give up the arrogance. Beginning from small ant. Small ant is very insignificant living entity. Small ant. But if you touch him immediately, that will bite. And he will be so angry that his body and head will be separated, but he will not release the mouth. So arrogant, you see. If you toss, he will become so angry. Very small and insignificant living entity, small ant. But if you touch him, he will be so angry that he will go and bite you. But when you touch, he will not release the mouth. When you forcefully pull, then his head and mouth, head body will be separated. He will die. But not ready to open the mouth. It means he is also very arrogant, not ready to become humble. Okay, you excuse me, I am going, for my mistake you excuse me? No, possible. To become meek and humble. Oh, you think that I am very small. I will see who is greater. So it is not easy to give up the arrogance for a conditioned living entity. For liberated living entity or Vaishnava sadhu is not a big problem. Their spontaneous nature is meek and humble. The quality of Vaishnava is meek and humble. So for them not easy. But for a conditioned living entity, not easy to give up the arrogance. So one day I went to see our Bhakti Vijnana Bharati Maharaj of your Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in Puri. I did dandavat to him. Then I asked, Maharaj, how we can give up the false ego? How one can give up false ego? Then he told, this false ego or ahankara will go and become meek and humble one by the association of superior Vaishnavas. Because if you associate with your same level or inferior, then you cannot become meek and humble. Not easy. Although you know also you cannot become easily. But if you associate with superior Vaishnavas, normally you will become humble. And by his association and instruction more and more, you can become meek and humble. So to become meek and humble easily, we need association of superior Vaishnavas who are senior and superior to us. So by more and more association of superior Vaishnavas, we will become more and more meek and humble. Because we cannot have, because when we will see them, oh, I am nothing. They are very superior. They are very, I am not practicing anything. I am very unqualified. It will become normal to become meek and humble. But if we will associate with inferiors, oh, how I cannot do. He is inferior to what? He will speak to me like this. In this way, many arrogance will come. So we need association of superior Vaishnavas always. Then we can become meek and humble. So this is only possible by Harikatha. The purpose of speaking this is Harikatha is so powerful that it can solve our all problems. Like Maharaj told that what problem he had after giving up his family for prasad etc. He was forgetting everything after listening the Harikatha from lotus mouth of Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada after the evening arati or when he was speaking Harikatha. So Harikatha was giving more power to Banu Maharaj. He told his experience. So Prabhupada's Harikatha was so powerful, so impressive, and it was giving more inspiration, so that it was giving encouragement to develop in our devotional life. So after listening his Harikatha, I was able to manage myself in my devotional life till now, no problem. So Harikatha is glorious and powerful always. It is not the speaking of only Bhakti Sagar Maharaj. It is the speaking of scriptures, all scripture also. Harikatha is very, very powerful. And one who does not listen Harikatha, very difficult to improve. Harikatha is life and soul of a real devotee. And if one is engaged 24 hours in Harikatha, then no influence of time factor to him. Kala. Kala cannot influence him. There are proof in scriptures that 4 Kumaras, Chatusan. You know how old they are? Can you say? How old they are, Chatusan?
5
years.
No.
From beginning of creation.
From beginning of creation means if we will go, our brother, the last brother will be Chatusan. Our senior most brother. Because first mental son of Brahma is Chatusan. He is our senior most brother. They are Chatusan. But how old they are looking? They are looking only 5 years old. So he cannot say they are only 5 years old. They are looking 5 years old. But they are the Purvesam Api Purvaja. Padma Purana says. In Padma Purana it is told Purvesam Api Purvaja. How many our forefathers in our previous life, they became our brothers in previous life. The last brothers or our senior most brothers will be Chatusan. So how many old they are, you see? Crores years. Old, but still looking their body only 5 years. What for this? Because Hari Saranam eva jesam mukhe vacha. Sada Hari Katha Matraika Jivino. Their life and soul is only Hari Katha. This normal food is not their life and soul. Without food also they can survive. But without Hari Katha they cannot survive. They have habituated their life in such a way that without food they can survive. It will not give any problem for them. But without Hari Katha they cannot survive. And if there is opportunity, anyone inviting to speak, if more audience, then among these 4 brothers they are speaking and all audience are listening. If there will be no listener sometime, only 4 brothers, then among 4 one will speak, other 3 will listen. So there is no chance of a stoppage of Harikatha. So that is why there is no influence of Harikatha, no influence of Kala, time. Why our body is growing, becoming older? Because it is told in Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto. Ayu harati vaipunsang udyan astang cha jannaso tasyate jat khananita uttama sloka vartaya. Sun god is rising in the east and setting in the west. So after setting, rising and setting, he is destroying the 1 day or 24 hours from the duration of life of every living entity. So out of our whole duration of life, we lost 1 day. Because sun god now going to set or already set, and today out of our duration of life, 1 day we lost. So sun god rising in the east and setting in the west and destroying the lifespan, 1 day of lifespan of all living entities, but not all time. Which time? Tasya rute jatkshana uttama sloka vartaya nita. Which time we are spending for the uttama sloka. So uttam, who is uttama sloka? Uttama sloka has different meanings. Udgataha tama jasmasa uttama, who are beyond the quality of ignorance, who are beyond the tamagun, who are beyond the tamagun, they are called uttama. Tahi slokyate iti uttama sloka. So beyond the tamagun are Vaishnavas or sadhus. So by sadhus and Vaishnavas who are being glorified, he is Krishna. To whom sadhus are glorifying, to whom Vaishnavas are glorifying, he is Krishna. So uttama sloka means Krishna. This is one meaning. Uttama means beyond the tamagun is Krishna himself. Tahi tena slokyate. To whom Krishna is glorifying. Whom Krishna is glorifying? Krishna is glorifying to his devotees only. So uttama sloka means sadhus, Vaishnavas or our Guru Vargas and Krishna himself. It means that time sun god is unable to destroy, which we are spending for the listening Harikatha or any devotional practice of Guru, Vaishnava or Krishna. It means that time we are not losing by sun god, which we are spending for the service of Gurudev, Vaishnava or Krishna. For example, now we are listening glories of Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna. We are engaged ourselves in Harikatha. So at what time we begin this Harikatha and till what time we will continue, this span of time sun god cannot destroy. That is why sadhus' life are more. They are living as long as they want. But when they don't want to stay anymore, when they are not satisfied to stay anymore, they want to give up the body, then Krishna taking them. Otherwise, sadhus can stay long life. That is why there was one example I am always giving when there is opportunity. That one Maharaj, whose name was Bhakti Vedanta Paramadvaiti Maharaj. He was staying in our Vrindavan temple. And one day he told me that he asked one day to his astrologer that what was his lifespan. Then that astrologer told him that your lifespan is only 45 years. Only 45 years. Then I asked him, Maharaj, how old are you now? Then he told, I am 72 now. Then where from this age came? Where from this time came? Because you had to give up your body at the age of 45. But till 72, how you are living? Then he told, the reason is, really I had to give up my body at 45 years. But at the age of, from childhood, I came to temple. And I am practicing devotion. Under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnavas and the follower of Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada. So, what time I came to temple, since then, I am using my time mostly for Krishna, for devotional activity. So, for that time, sun god has no right to destroy. So it means till 72, from 45, what lifespan increased, till that time I utilized myself in the service. So it is increased, because that time sun god cannot destroy. That is why devotees can live long life. As long as they want, also sometime possible. If Krishna wants to do some service by them, then they can live. If they don't want to go. But when they want to go also, if sometime desire, Krishna says, no, you cannot go now. Krishna will keep. If they don't want also. But when Krishna allowing to go, they will give up the body without any problem. But if they don't want to go, they can stay. Because sun god has no influence to them. But sun god is destroying the lifespan of every living entity by rising and setting from our lifespan. What time we are utilizing for material activities without the devotional activity. That lifespan will be destroyed by sun god. But what we are utilizing for devotional activity, whether for service of Guru, Vaishnava or Krishna or any limbs of devotion, that cannot be destroyed by sun god. So this is powerful. Time factor has no influence to this. And these four Kumaras, Chatusan, they are always engaging themselves in only Harikatha. And when there is no Harikatha also, because sometimes always not Harikatha, when they have some personal activities also, like going to their personal regular bodily necessary activities. So at that time, no, all are together. So when they are going alone, that time also, time factor has no influence to them. Why? Jesa mukhe, Harisaranam eva jesa mukhe vacha. When they are alone also, always Lord's name is coming. So time factor is not getting any chance to affect them. So they are looking always 5 years old. If we are able to practice like them also, then also we will look like them always. Our body will be always same. But if we will engage more and more only nonsense activities, material activities, no limbs of devotion, then body will grow and become older more and more, faster. Because it will affect the kala. Due to time factor, our body is changing and from childhood becoming old. But by the engagement of devotional activity, whether by listening Harikatha, chanting Lord's name or any devotional activity, then that time cannot be destroyed by sun god. And as more and more we will have this kind of activity, then our body will become more glad and spiritual energy will come. So time cannot affect. If something will happen, that is due to desire of Krishna. Because you may ask question that sometimes Vaishnavas are becoming sick. So Vaishnav's sickness you cannot compare like these material people. Because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur told, Vaishnav's sickness is coming due to Krishna's desire. You should not think that all are coming due to prarabdha only. Always it is not true. Because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur told in the commentary of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that Vaishnava sickness is coming due to the desire of Krishna. Sometimes. Always not prarabdha. Those who are sadhak, not perfect, not siddha, it may be applicable for them, for their previous lives, prarabdha. But prarabdha is not applicable to all Vaishnavas. Because many Vaishnavas who are not sadhaka, they came from heavenly spiritual world, that is Golok Vrindavan, by the order of Krishna to do the service in this material world, to liberate all conditioned souls, like our Guru Vargas. We cannot compare their sickness like our. We are suffering due to our own prarabdha in a previous life. We have committed nonsense activities, as a result of which we are suffering. But looking this sickness in our Guru Vargas, we should not compare this also. Oh, they have also some prarabdha, so they are suffering. No. They are making this lila by the will of Krishna to give the opportunity to us to do the service of them. We should not think that this is due to their prarabdha in previous life. So, this is told by Vishnu Chakra Thakur, devotees or Vaishnavas sickness not always by prarabdha. Sometimes for sadhaka devotees, some due to his prarabdha in previous life, but for liberated souls due to the Krishna's desire. Always not we should speak that oh, he has committed something, so can this. If we will see like this, then we will commit offense. So this we will know only by Harikatha. Without Harikatha we cannot know this. That is a Harikatha will life and soul of us. Our Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada told in his Gauriya Patrika that we are always being attacked by enemies. Then you can think that no, I have no more so enemies. So how we are always being attacked? You may not have any enemy, your neighbor, etc. But normally we have many enemy in present condition among the society also. But if in society we have no enemy also, we have most prominent enemy are 6. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Like when an enemy will see that we are weak, taking the opportunity of our weakness, they will attack. When an enemy will see that we are strong, no enemy will attack. Enemy will see always our weakness, and when we are weak, they will try to attack. But when enemy will see that we are very strong, powerful, they will not try to attack. Because in this condition, if they will attack, then they will be defeated. So they will become fool and stupid. So they will not try to attack. Similarly, when we are very weak, at that time Maya will attack. Or our enemies, the follower of Maya, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, they will attack. Taking the opportunity of our weakness. So Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Prabhupada told, we should not become weak. When we will become weak? When we have no shelter. For example, now in this Ljubljana, if we have good relation with the mayor of the city, then we will have no fear to anyone. Because if someone will know that we have good relation with the mayor, then nobody will try to attack us. Because he knows by mayor he can do everything. He can finish to us. So he is clever, who knows that who has a mayor relation with him, then he will not try to do anything. Similarly, but if anyone will see that we have no shelter at all, we have no help from neighbor also, then everyone can attack. When somebody will know that we have no shelter at all, only alone, then taking this opportunity, even a small person can also attack. Because he will know that he is known to help. So he can come, attack and take all money and take the house also, take the car forcibly. Because he knows that he has no shelter. Nobody will help him. Similarly, Prabhupada said that in Gauriya Patrika I have read that when Maya will see that we are weak, we have no shelter, Maya will attack. So we should be always strong and stout and powerful by the help of shelter of Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna. So we should be always linked with him. We should always under their shelter. So Maya will think that oh, now he is a big person to help. So we should not go there. Like if anyone will be good related with mayor, no one will come to attack. After knowing this, similarly, when we are always connected with Krishna, connected with the Guru and the Vaishnavas, and engaged ourselves in their services, whether by chanting, listening or any limbs of devotion, then Maya will not get any chance to attack. Or Maya's any follower, like Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, they cannot affect us. Because they know that we are very strong. If they will try to attack, then Krishna will give punishment. So Maya will go away. That is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is told by Kaviraj Goswami that Krishna Surya Sama, Maya hai andhakar, jahan Krishna tahan hai Maya adhikar. Lord Krishna is like sun god. And Maya is like darkness. As long as sun god is present, no question of darkness. Now darkness is coming. Why? Now sun god is now going, now set. So no more sun god now. So darkness coming. But as long as sun god was present, there was no existence of darkness. Similarly, when we are being influenced more and more by Maya, means we should try to know that I am being disconnected from Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna more. My bhajan is not proper. My bhajan is being degraded now. So that I am losing the mercy. So at that time we should try to become more and more careful. And we should try to increase our connection and inclination towards Guru, Vaishnava and God. We should increase our devotional practice more. Then only Maya will go away. Otherwise, we will have more and more problems and we cannot practice bhajan properly. So, we should be always under shelter of Guru, Vaishnava and God. Then only we will have no problem at all. And this we can get by the association of sadhu, and by association of sadhu, after listening Harikatha, this knowledge we can get. This will give the energy. When we are going down, if we listen, then we will be inspired more to practice more. But if we will be long time no association with Vaishnavas, then our bhajan will go down. We cannot improve. Association of Vaishnavas and Harikatha will improve and inspire to practice more. If you want to test, long time you don't associate with any Vaishnava, you stay alone only, meet with material people, automatically mind will be degraded. If more and more material people's association, then if time will come, that time also you can give up completely. Many devotees are becoming like this. So Harikatha is very, very powerful. And a real devotee who wants to his real ultimate good, then he will not separate from Harikatha. We should not think that now we are sadhaka, we are practicing, so Harikatha we need. But after perfection we don't need any Harikatha. No, that is not true. Harikatha is sadhya and sadhana simultaneously. Harinam is sadhya and sadhana simultaneously. But in karma and jnana, sadhya is different, sadhana is different. Sadhana means the process. Sadhya means our goal. In karma process, in jnana process, in yoga process, in material process, process is different and goal is different. After attaining goal, no process is anymore necessary. But in devotion, process and the goal are same. There is no difference. Now Harinam is sadhan, Harinam also goal. Now Harikatha is sadhan, Harikatha also goal. So there is no difference between Harikatha and name and Krishna. All are same, non-different. So what is the proof? Proof is Bhagavad itself. Bhagavad, in Bhagavad there is proof. That in Brahmana Gita Radharani herself speaking, that when Radharani was chastising to the bumblebee, Madhupa Pitavandho Ma Susangri Sapatnya Kuchavilulita Mala Kunkuma Swansrubhim. When a bumblebee was coming and touching to Radharani's lotus feet, then she became angry and chastised, "Oh, bumblebee, you get out from here. You don't touch to my lotus feet." But that bumblebee was none but Krishna himself. He came to release the sweetness of Radharani's transcendental love in separation mood. So, but at that time Uddhava was listening. So, Radharani told to Uddhava, showing to the bumblebee, that, "Oh, you are black, your master also black. You came from Mathura. So I think you are the messenger and follower of Krishna. You are black and he is black. But I decided that I will not associate and believe to any black man anymore." Radharani told like this. I decided, so why you are coming here and making sound and don't touch my lotus feet? Asita Sakchai Alam. Asita means black. Sita means white. So Radharani told in this what is Brahmara Gita. Brahmara Gita is a very high class topic. All are not qualified to discuss this also. But this topic is not a very dangerous. If we go deeper, then problem. But only to glorify the importance of Harikatha, we need this example. But if we go deeply, that is very high class level. Because in 10 verse, Radharani told 10 different symptoms of Mahabhav mood, which cannot be released by us in this condition. That is a Mahabhava Sri, Chitra Jalpa. In 10 verse, one symptom. So Radharani was speaking that I decided that these black people are traitor. Traitor, understand? So I decided I should not believe this kind of people. Again you came. So you go, get out from here, get out from here. You don't talk to me. Then Radharani was, when speaking, then Bumblebee told, oh, why you are angry? Try to understand. Why you are criticizing to Krishna? Only he has committed some mistake. Then what mistake you tell? Then Radharani told, we were loving to Krishna. We gave up everything. We were not paying attention what our father, mother, relatives, they were speaking, they were criticizing. We did not care for them. And we were loving to Krishna. But at last what he did? He gave up us and went to Mathura. Because he got now new queens there. And he forgot about gopis. So now we decided we don't want to make our relation with this kind of black people. Then Bumblebee told, oh Radharani, you kindly excuse only one time. Maybe Krishna did only this time. So you kindly excuse. Then Radharani told, no, we know very well about Krishna. Why you are telling that this is a mistake of his first time? This is not his first time. We know him from previous life also. How? What mistake has done the Bali, the brother of Sugriva, that he became so cruel that he was hiding behind a tree and killed by arrow. So he is cruel from previous life also, not only this life. So now we know this, but still we related with him, we were loving, but he became traitor and gave up us and went to Mathura. And in previous life also, he killed to Bali, the brother of Sugriva. Then Bumblebee told, maybe that time some problem, so he did. No, many lives he is doing like this. Then Bumblebee asked, what is more problem you tell? Then in the sacrifice of Bali Maharaj, he went there. He went there and Bali Maharaj was very attracted by his effulgence. So he invited him, greeted him, respected him. And at last he told, oh, small Brahman boy, Brahmachari, you are looking very beautiful. So you kindly want whatever you want. You speak, I will give you. Then he told, I don't want anything. I am a Brahman. I should be satisfied whatever I have. I should not desire anymore. So first he told this, that I have no desire at all, so I don't want to take anything. But Bali Maharaj told, no, you have come to my sacrificial place. So without taking any donation, you cannot go. It is not proper respect for me. And it is not proper duty for me to allow you to go without any donation. So you have to take something. When Bali Maharaj requested again, then that Brahman boy, small Brahmachari, told that if you are very, very desirous to give, then I need only 3 feet land. 3 feet. That land also not by your measurement of your feet, according to my feet, he told. And his feet were very small. Only he told, no more, no 4 feet. If you give 4 feet, I will not accept. He told like this. But when Bali Maharaj was influenced by his flattering words, and he promised, but after promising he took everything by 1 feet. and upper lower planet, and by second feet he threw all upper planets. Now Bali Maharaj were unable to give third feet. So how hypocrite he was. He became Trivikrama, but first he came like a small boy. So I know this kind of symptom is in Krishna and black man. So I decided I don't want to believe black man. So you get out from here. Radharani chastised to bumblebee. Then that bumblebee told, "Oh Radhe, oh Radharani, if you are so angry to Krishna, who is black, if you are so angry and criticizing to Krishna, then better you stop about his discussion. If you don't want him, if you don't want to relate with him, if you don't want to love him, then better you stop his talking. Don't discuss anything about him. Then you can forget. Otherwise you cannot forget." Then Radharani told, "I can give up everything, but not that glories of Krishna. Dustyaja tat kathartha." In Brahmana Gita, it is told by Radharani, "Dustyaja tat kathartha." I can give up Krishna. I can give up everything. My life also I can give up. My family, my father, mother, brother, everything I can give up. Even I can give up Krishna. But I cannot give up Krishna's glories. Means Harikatha. Dustyaja tat kathartha. It is not easy to give up Harikatha even for Radharani. What to speak ourselves? So a real devotee will not give up Harikatha, listening and speaking. Always, Krishna was in Mathura, Krishna was in Dwarka, but Harikatha and Krishna Katha was going on always in Vrindavan, among Gopis and Radharani Brajavasis. So Krishna Katha is life and soul of all devotees. Radharani telling herself that Dustyaja tat kathartha. I cannot give up Harikatha. I can give up Krishna, no problem. Because now Krishna is not here. Now Krishna is in Mathura. But I have no problem. But I have problem, I will face more problem if I give up his Katha. So without discussing about Krishna, I cannot stay. Dustyajatat Kathartha. So following to the footprints of Radharani, because Radharani's maid servants are our Guru Vargas. So how they can give up? So our Guru Varga's life and soul also Harikatha. Prabhupada's life and soul was Harikatha. Our Guru Varga's life and soul also Harikatha. So Harikatha is the life and soul of all the followers of especially Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Without Harikatha they cannot survive. And to bring people and give the opportunity to listen Harikatha, they engaged and organized many festivals in the temples. So, what for all the festivals are being celebrated in Gaudiya Math? Only to give the opportunity to listen Harikatha for the public and material people. Only for eating is not important. So, if one will come and eat, he is not getting the proper result and benefit. So, first listen Harikatha, then Prasad. It was the custom of our Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada in Gaudiya Math. But now, due to influence of Kali, it is being degraded. Being degraded now. Because now if you invite, exactly after Arati time they will come. After Arati, immediately sit for Prasad. But it was not during Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada's time. All will come and listen Harikatha. How long Harikatha was going on? After Harikatha only Prasad. Now if you invite, then they know that without 12 o'clock and before 12 o'clock no Arati, before Arati no Prasad. If you go before also, who has no desire for listening Harikatha, they cannot come before. They will come exactly 12 o'clock, then sit and take Prasad. But this was not a proper custom or principle introduced by Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada. Importance of this festival was to bring the people and give the opportunity to listen Harikatha, then Prasad, so that they will be benefited and blessed by Harikatha and Mahaprasad. But now, due to influence of Kali, some always changing. So what condition is now, it will be degraded in the future more and more also. because Kali is growing more and more. And when Kali will be more and more powerful, all will become weak. So at that time we need shelter of Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna. Without shelter of Guru, Vaishnava and Lord, we cannot conquer Kali. Kali will give problem. So Harikatha is very, very important. And by Harikatha, we will have no problem at all. If we have no food also, we can survive. No problem will give. Why? When Sukadeva Goswami was speaking Harikatha for 7 days to Parikshit Maharaj, on 4th day, Sukadeva Goswami asked to Parikshit Maharaj, "Oh Rajan, I think you are now tired and you will have problem for sitting because I have been looking and speaking to you continuously 4 days. So for me, sitting and speaking is no problem. Why? Because I am habituated. I am a yogi. I have habit. My life is this. But you are a bhogi before. Because you are king. You had a queen, you had a son, you had kingdom, you had a very nice delicious prasad for eating, etc. So you have no habit of sitting like me long time. So I think you must have problem for tolerating your knees, etc. So I am giving recess for some time. And if you are very hungry or you are very thirsty, you can go eat something and drink something and make your legs little relaxed. When you feed again, okay, then you can come and sit. So if you are desirous, you can go. I am allowing now. Then Parikshit Maharaj told, "Oh Brahman, oh Sukadeva Goswami, what you told, that is true. That I was a householder, I was a king. I had enjoyed a lot. I have no habit of sitting long time like you. That is true. And now, but I don't need any eating and drinking now. Why? Because before listening Harikatha from your lotus mouth, I have eaten a lot of food stuff that if I will accumulate all these, what I have eaten, it will become the very big storage of a food stuff. Because I was king, I have eaten a lot. If all I will accumulate, then it will become very huge quantity of storage. And what quantity of water I have drunk, if I put in one tank, a tank also not sufficient. We need big pond of water storage. But still, because this thirst was giving problem in my body and mind before listening Harikatha from you. Why? When I was in the forest, I was very thirsty. At that time I could not control my thirst. Then I went to the ashram of Swami Muni and I asked some water, but he did not give because he was meditating. Then I became very angry and I took one dead snake at the tip of my arrow and surrounded to the neck of the Swami Muni. What for? Due to uncontrolled thirst. Because at that time I could not control the thirst. I was desiring water. When Swami Muni did not give, then I became angry. But now, after listening Harikatha, Pivant Naisat Dussa, Naita Dussa Khyudmang, Tyapto Damapi Badhate, Pivantantan Mukham Mujam, Chiutam Harikathamrutam. O Brahman, O Sukadeva Goswami, after drinking the nectarine Harikatha from your lotus mouth, I forgot about my thirst. I forgot about my hunger. So no hunger, no thirst is giving problem to me now. But by this thirst and hunger I was suffering a lot before listening Harikatha from you. But after listening Harikatha from your lotus mouth, after drinking the nectarine pastimes of Krishna from your lotus mouth, no hunger, no thirst is giving problem to me. And you told that I have no habit of sitting long time. That is true also. I have no habit of sitting on the ground. I was always sitting on the throne. I was sitting always on the chariot. I was sitting on the always on the horse, etc. So no chance to sit on the ground long time. That is true. But after coming contact with you and after sitting at the lotus feet of you and after listening Harikatha from your lotus mouth, now I have no problem at all in my knees or leg, etc. I am sitting very peacefully. So don't stop speaking Harikatha. You continue your Harikatha. I don't need any rest. I don't need any eating. I don't need any drinking. So you continue your Harikatha. So this is the power of Harikatha. So as long as you are listening Harikatha, you will have no problem for sitting, body, hunger, etc. If really you are listening Harikatha. Because Harikatha is this power. But when we will be separated from Harikatha, when we will stop Harikatha, then problem to legs will come and mind will go here and there, mind will think here and there, then Maya will come. So Harikatha is so glorious and powerful, and many examples are there in scripture about Harikatha. But I think very became late. So there are many things about Harikatha. We will speak in future. Tomorrow. So Harikatha is very glorious, and it is necessary to survive our life in devotional path. So we should try to listen always Harikatha. Only Harikatha will save our life in devotional path. So now we stop here. What is time now?
No, it's 8:36.
Oh, then okay. Now all can take prasad.